This old guy DIY video has to do with the process that I will go through to remove this Honda 30 horse 4-stroke outboard from a kind of rigged out pontoon and put it on a different pontoon. So to start, I'm just going to remove these 4 bolts that go through the stern bracket. You can see what's going on this side. And then come around here and I'll remove this bolt for the steering. Then I believe to access the linkage here that will have to be removed, I just remove these 2 bolts and then this cover comes off. Now this cover was held in with 4 bolts. One here, one over there, there's one down here, and there's one on the bottom on the other side also, if you can see it over here. So these long bolts are the ones that came from the front positions. Shorter bolts came from the top positions. Now when we pull this off, we have access to the linkage. With the cover off, I can see the linkage up here. Then if we come down here, you can see this little piece just has a cotter key on it, and it's the same thing on the other side. So we'll disconnect those 2 cotter keys. We can lift this linkage out of the housing and basically leave the steering linkage with the boat while I get ready to remove the motor. When I'm doing a job like this, I'll often tape and label stuff, so when this is removed from this housing, when it comes time to put it back together, I'll know the orientation is correct. And these are the little pins and the washers. I was able to get those out. So right now the linkage is laying there free. I'm just going to grab this end and remove that. It was raining when I finished this job yesterday, so I didn't film it. But in summary, I was going to take this plug off here for the electrical controls that ran up to the driver's seat. But when I saw the size of this plug and the hole they had in the floor, I didn't think it would fit. So I went to the driver's position, and the wires that were up there consisted of 3 smaller plugs, so when pulled out one at a time, they came through the floor with no issue. So I just disconnected that up there. And then the other cable was just the battery cable, and I disconnected that at the battery. The other thing was a fuel line. I left that plugged in here just so I don't get dirt and crap on there. And then I had to take the steering bar off. Now, there's a big nut that goes on this side, and then the arm sits over here. So that's what your steering bar looks like. So it was actually a pretty straightforward process. I'd never done this before. The toughest part of the process was just bear hugging the motor, picking it up, and moving it to the sawhorse from the back of the boat. So that's all for today. I went online, ordered a couple of new oil filters, ordered new spark plugs, and now it's just a matter of putting this on the other boat. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.